Happy Monday, Allie. How are you?
It's been a long time since we've been together, and I mean, we're together on the Dream Show, but I'm so happy to be here, honey.
Yeah, just the two of us. It has.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It just life has gotten
Life
busy,
happened.
and then I think we had to postpone it, and so yeah, I'm just so happy and honored to be
Me
here
too.
with
Me
you.
too. Thank
How
you.
are you?
I'm doing okay. Feeling a lot better than I did over the winter, spring, and getting my energy back. I'm actually even listening to a book and doing some coloring, and so all those things make me happy. Yeah.
Oh, you're back to doing coloring. That's been a while.
It's been a while. Yeah. But the good part is my eyes get tired reading. So I ended up buying an audiobook. Now I can color and listen to my audiobook. See, it works out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
not straining your eyes.
Right. Yeah. Yep. And I can focus on something else, which is that I enjoy relaxing. So the whole relaxation idea of reading a book or listening to a book, just sort of comes together with all that. So yeah.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
Well, happy Monday, happy new week, everybody.
Yeah.
And Butterfly, my gosh, thank you for putting all of Allie's information in there and my information. You truly are a rock star. Allie and I appreciate you so much. And she says, happy Monday to all.
Yeah. And it's a big Monday, everybody, in a big week astrologically.
It is a very big week. Monday.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going into Mercury retrograde. And I don't know about you guys, but I've already been feeling the Mercury retrograde.
Oh, me too. Today the printer wouldn't work and this wouldn't work. And yeah.
Yep. So communication issues.
I had to do my backup because I don't want to get caught, because I've had that happen during a retrograde before. So I'm trying to back up everything in my computer. Yeah.
And that's a good note to everybody out there that, you know what, just take a couple extra minutes and back your stuff up, because there's going to be glitches, and I had glitches with my computer, and I did a show on Friday with Julie, and everything was fine. And we got backstage and she's like, I can't hear you. What the heck? And so little things like that you just kind of go, oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like, hi, Tanita. Thank you for being here. And we have Wise Lightkeeper here.
Yes. Oh, good. I got one to show you. Yeah. I'll be showing you a wrap. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes, she showed me backstage, and I was so happy to see it, because it wasn't what I was thinking. It was different. So yeah, Allie's got so much to share.
Yeah,
Linda Bishop.
I hope you're not in the heat today, my dear. She's in Texas. It's always hot.
Oh, Texas is warm. Hi, Sonia. Thank you for being here. And Debbie is here.
Your kitty
cat. Thank you
for
for being here. And Tanita says, I'm so interested in this. About 2 years ago, I used castor oil, but I stopped. It was too messy.
It can be very messy. It can be. And so that's why I tend to only use it at night when I go to bed. But I'm going to show you how to do that. Yeah. Yep.
Well, thank you, everybody, for being here, sharing your time with us. We are so grateful for it. And she says she just definitely got to me. It's miserable today. I have family in Texas, and it's a cooker. And Linda says very hot and breezy. Linda is here. Oh, and Bernadette and Linda. Thank you guys for being here. And I think, Allie, if you want, here we got Debbie. What is she saying here? Quick. I've been using castor oil for the last couple of weeks on my face to get rid of spots from wearing a mask during COVID times. It took one off, and the other is getting smaller. Yes.
I'm telling you, the thing is that I absolutely started following Edgar Cayce back in the 80s. and read everything I could because they didn't have the computer to do anything, you know. And then when I moved to Virginia Beach area in '89, I went and spent time at the Association for Research and Enlightenment, and they have a store that's very close called the Heritage Bookstore, and they sell all of the Cayce products there. But that was way before you could just get them online now. But you know, at that time, that was really the only way you could learn anything about anything, you know, by reading or so that was your choice. And if anybody doesn't know about Edgar Cayce, he was a trance medium, and he would bring through. I bet some of it was Akashic Records, and he didn't even know it. But he brought through. He wasn't a doctor, but he brought through cures and ways for people to use basic things at the time in the 40s or 30s and 40s. And they called him the sleeping prophet. He also did some work with predictions of earth changes and just a whole host of stuff you can learn from Edgar Cayce. And I knew about castor oil, but I never really used it. But Keith has used it forever. And I decided to start using it more. He had been using it because he had gout. It worked for his gout. But he would wrap up. You have to have a piece of cotton. So we got these pieces of cotton, and he would put the castor oil on, wrap his foot up or his, you know, near his toe. He'd put it in a plastic bag because it's gooey. It's gooey.
Yeah, it is.
And leave it on for a few days. You know, if he was home or, you know, he'd do it at night, take care of it. No problem.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and you started putting it on your eyelids for the cataracts, which are getting better. That's wonderful, Travels. Okay. And Tanita, you used it for belly button. All right. Yes, it does. Have you seen this one? I was showing Kelly. This one here is Vivexo. And I like it because it's organic, number one, but it also is in a glass container. So it's VEXIVO, and you can get it online. Okay. But what I really love about it is they're saying I use it for my eyebrows. It's wonderful for your hair. I don't want to put it in my hair because I don't want it to have all that sticky, gooey shit, but I do it here with my eyebrows. And this particular one has a rose quartz roller.
I love it.
So it sort of combines love and intention, doesn't it? In a way.
Oh, yeah. Totally. And is that refillable? Could you pop that roller out and refill it?
You might be able to. I hadn't tried it, but I think when you order it, you can order like 2. But this is called cold press hexene from the castor plant. But I had bought this, and this is organic castor oil, but I didn't realize the plastic isn't really that good to have. So I ended up buying a bigger one. This is what I use to put on my pack. So
yes.
Might as well just tell you about the pack before, and then we can get into some of the other things. But
yeah.
So at night, when I was dealing with my liver issues, Cayce talked about the liver and how it really is important to us. He most recommended liver on your abdomen, especially over the liver, to improve circulation, support lymphatic drainage, assist the body's detox, calm inflammation, and encourage relaxing and healing. And he even had a whole litany of things that you could do in order for you to open your intuition. He didn't describe castor oil as having mystical properties, but he believed it supported our natural harmony, which turns into our spiritual protection. And I want to say we aren't doctors. We're just discussing this today as lay persons who are interested in, because of course we're not recommending any doctor stuff here. So here's what I did. I bought myself what they call a belt. I don't know if you can see it. And it's got these long strings on the end. You could get this on Amazon. What I like about it too is there's a zipper on it.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I think? I think that the zipper, you could put a hot water bottle on it. I just end up putting, or you could zip it in there. I end up putting a heating pad on it. So what you do is you squirt your oil, and it's sticky. It's sticky.
Yes.
And then you just sort of, bring it together and pat it, make sure all of that is there. And then you would lay it inside of that belt. Okay. And I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take that off because I'm going to be sticky enough. But I'm going to show you when I stand up. If you're wanting it on your liver's on the right side. So you put the belt here underneath your clothes, under your nightie or whatever. And you'll see in this case, you come around and you have two places you can button it so that it holds it on you. Okay. So inside of it has the castor oil. Then when you go to bed at night, you can lay down and put a heating pad on top of it. It doesn't have to be on high or anything, but the warmth of it is supposed to help you for that. Yeah.
I love that. And Tanita says, I was it was messing the bed sheets. Though my helper was not happy washing those weekly. Yeah, I totally get it. And the belly button for digestive and to also help sleep. I know I put a dab in mine last night, and Travel says right now I'm putting it on my throat because I have a sore throat and it's getting better. That's amazing.
I was saying to Kelly, sometimes it's the belief that it works that helps us to have it work. It's like, well, I don't know about this. This looks weird. And it's, some people will turn away from something and they'll think, no, it doesn't resonate with me. And that was me originally. But then when my liver I have a fatty liver, when it was really needing some work, I said, why not do it?
Why not try it? What do you got to lose, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hi, Garden Chicken. Yeah. Yes, try the hexene free.
Hexene free. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I love this.
That is amazing. Yeah.
I think Tanita is using it on her floaters, and Debbie. And
so for her cataracts.
And I have a floater in this eye.
Oh.
And so I have just started putting it on in the last week. I've just started putting it on my eyelid. It was just just on my eyelid when I go to sleep. And it was weird. It came on one day. Tim and I had gone grocery shopping, and the only thing I can think of is we were loading the groceries and he handed me a watermelon, and he's like, oh, here, let me put the watermelon in. I'm like, oh, for Pete's sakes, I can put the watermelon in the car myself. I said, give me the watermelon. And got home, and like 10 minutes later, I'm like, really? I'm like, what is that I'm seeing? And
let Tim do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much, and thank you for sharing the other ways that it can be used, because I know, isn't that a cute picture of Garnet when he was a little boy? I love it.
I love it.
You were congested on this. Yeah. I really think it's got so many uses, but you have to put up with. That's why I like the belt, because the only stickiness was the next day I had to, take a shower, and so I wouldn't have all that stickiness on me all day, but otherwise.
And does it come through? Because you have it on that cotton piece and then you put it in there, but it still comes through.
No,
it does.
Yeah. And the heat helps it too. Because a lot of the time it's not completely dry because it's so sticky, but it's drier in the morning than it was when I put the castor oil on that cotton. But they really recommend to use everything cotton, because it's a natural thing, and it's no synthetic stuff. It's like, that's why they don't want us to have to get the ones that are plastic, but it's so funny. A few years ago, not a few years ago, but I think in the 70s, they used to say soft drinks taste great in a bottle. It's uncanny.
Yeah. Yep.
That was,
Yep.
and they do. They taste much better in a bottle. So
They do.
same thing for this plastic container here. Yeah.
And I think we're actually healing with our hands as we use the oils. I've used oils, and the floaters did let. Oh, you had floaters too, Tea Garden Chicken?
That's weird.
Yeah. Have you ever had a floater?
I think so, but I know my dad had cataract surgery, and he got them like a few years later, and they drove him crazy. I haven't. I had the cataract surgery myself in probably 2018 or 2019. And right now, knock on wood, because it doesn't always last for everybody. But, now I know that I can probably put that there if I want to, and that it might work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd love to know later if it works for you once you've done it for a while.
Yeah. I'm a week in, and it'll be interesting. And Garnet says witch hazel is good for eyes. That's good too.
My husband used, when he has eye problems, not floaters or anything, but his eyes are burning.
Yeah.
He uses Listerine. He puts it on a face cloth.
Really?
Or Scope, one of the mouthwashes. That's what he does. Yeah. I always thought that was really strange, but they felt better afterwards. So
it soothes his eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's
you're not directly putting it in the eye. None of this.
You're just putting it. Anyway. Yeah. I love hearing stories like this, just what other people use.
Yeah.
And whatnot, because there's something to be said.
There definitely
to be said about that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, I'm sure many of you also recognize that your mother or your grandmother or your way back used castor oil as a laxative. I have never done that. I don't think I could tolerate the taste of it. But it's supposed to help reduce inflammation, and it's also used in some massage oils, or you could use it as a massage oil. But the problem is the stickiness would remain, and that's a little,
I've added it to my lotions.
Okay.
And Tim had eczema on his feet, and he used it on his feet, and it helped his eczema on his feet. He had it on his feet and his hands, and he mentioned, it was just a couple nights ago, he goes, and it's been gone for a while, but I think he was just, going, it really worked. And so I think, and muscle aches too, it really, it really works. And I was telling Allie backstage, I'll show you my ugliness, but if you see my middle finger there, it's either arthritis or a bone spur. And so I have just recently started using castor oil on it and rubbing it in as I go to bed. And so I have noticed that the achiness in my finger has gotten better. I really, but I put it everywhere. I just rub it in like it
doesn't bother you because sometimes, you touch where you've put it and your hands get sticky. Are you always washing your hands, or it's not, you don't put that much, it just isn't that much. So it isn't a bad thing.
Well, I'll put it on my legs when I get out of the shower, but then like at night before bed, I'll put it on my arms and my face and my hands and it, but you know what I find is I don't really have a problem with it because it absorbs so fast.
That's true. It reminds me, my friend used to, and Mrs. Doubtfire, remember when he put the whipped cream with the Noxzema people would put on their face.
Oh, remember Noxzema? Oh my God.
But my friend would put it on every night. I mean, she didn't have a husband or a boyfriend at the time, so that worked out. But it would dry, and it would be dry in the morning. And it really did make a difference because she was one of these sun goddesses. She had to be out in the sun all the time. But it reminds me, you kind of have to think, if you're a sleeper that rolls around a lot and, and you've got it all over your face, yes, it will get the sheets.
It will.
So,
It will make them, it'll make them a mess.
Oh, Debbie Batchelor, your mom would line you up and give you all a tablespoon of it every month. Oh my God, one
I remember.
bathroom.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Well,
Uh-huh.
she was making sure that you guys were all cleaned out, that's for sure. But oof,
Yeah, that's yeah. Oh my God, I can't imagine standing outside and waiting for the other one to get done.
oh,
Anyway, oh, you did buy a roll-on. You know, I'd try it, Maureen, on your shoulder. What could it hurt? You know, um, I have the roll-on one, and somebody mentioned also, I was saying how I roll it on my eyebrows because it helps. Actually, if you really want, it's supposed to be really good for your hair,
mhm.
but you got to deal with the stickiness, and so it depends on, yeah, the bottom of the feet. Yeah, yeah.
The
I
pink
like
is
doing
really
that
sweet.
with magnesium, and I put socks on at night, and it helps me sleep. So I need to start doing that more, I think. Yeah.
Isn't it funny how fast we can get out of the habit of doing things?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Leah heard me say oofta.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Well,
Um,
they said castor oil is one of the oldest healing oils on earth.
mhm.
It's been used for 4,000 years, and I think it originated in Egypt, and
Okay.
then it went into India, Greece, and China, and then the Caribbean.
Hmm.
And it says it warms, it moves, it purifies, and protects. And they said when we use it, it connects us to ancient lineage of comfort, cleansing, and spiritual renewal.
So there's some ancestral stuff in that.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. Uh-huh.
I when we were in India, uh, because I think India makes a lot of castor oil.
Oh,
If
okay.
I remember right, it seems to me when before we went, I did some research, and that a lot of castor oil comes from India. I,
Hmm.
I'm guessing so. Don't quote me, but I think that's what I was thinking. So I was looking for it when I was there, but never really came across
Hmm.
any places that sold it. Anyway, we were leaving India, and I was at the airport, and I went into this little shop, and they had bottles of it that were about yay big, $1.99. And so I brought so much castor oil home that
Really?
$1.99. It was
Yeah.
really it was
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hi,
Or
Lois.
please, you got it. You'll hear it from me. Yep, you'll hear it from me.
Yeah. All right.
I remember my neighbor giving me cod liver oil when I was little and
That's
hated
another
it.
thing that a lot of people don't, yeah, doesn't taste that good. But yeah. So Casey recommended castor oil packs over the abdomen, especially over the liver. Again, but all these other uses of it and how they work. You use it on your face in the mirror. Yeah, that's what some people were saying. And eyebrows, it's also good. Yeah, yeah. Um, it really does supposed to help us with our natural detox process. And if we're detoxing ourselves, then what we're doing is we are basically cleansing and having our vibration come up. And so while it isn't a spiritual practice, it is an adjunct to it. It
It
works with
is.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's for sure. Let's see what else I got here. This one we could probably tell everybody on Tuesday night. Casey suggested that reducing physical stress and improving body balance could help it make it easier to dream more vividly,
I love that.
have more intuitive impressions, deeper prayer, practice meditation, and access higher guidance. He also said it was good for emotional release, stored emotional tension, which that sounds to me like toxicity, which
Mhm.
again, we're not doctors. So this is just a way of using this particular oil. But he also said that practitioners combine packs with breath work, journaling, prayer, forgiveness, and meditation. So He said one of the themes that he said, and we have said, because he has said that intention is what matters. Yeah.
Totally. Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And,
Yep.
and if a person's putting it on, I mean, I really do think there is healing properties in it, but if you put the intention in it along with using it, I feel like it's just going to accelerate the healing for you.
It's interesting. If we were young people, there was a guy I read a book about in the 90s, Bernie Siegel, and he worked with cancer patients, and he worked with patients who were children in Connecticut or something. And at that time, as everybody knows, we had Pac-Man.
Yes.
And kids played Pac-Man, kids knew what Pac-Man was. And he would tell the kids, he would check their cancer levels. Then he'd tell the kids to pretend that Pac-Man was eating all the cancer cells. And they checked the kids again. And many of them were lowered or cancer-free by a certain time.
Is that right?
It is, but the kids are open to that. Could you imagine? You tell an adult that, they're like, oh, yeah, right. You know, but it's all in the intention. And I've never forgotten that, because it's makes a lot of sense if you can visualize, you know, or you're having a problem with your gut, or you're having a problem with a headache. Envision Pac-Man eating away the pain, or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's the metaphor for it and the way to use it in order to make yourself heal and feel better. So the intention is very, very important. And, you know, when you're doing a data test on new drugs, some people get the placebo, some people get the actual drug. But if you think you might have had the actual drug and you start to feel better, then some of that is in the mind.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting, Lois? Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. That book is wonderful. Yeah. Used it when you had chemo. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's wonderful, Namira. That's what I heard. Yeah.
Because it does. Because I know when I put it on my face, the hair on my face grows way faster when I'm.
Oh, wow. We don't do that.
Right? So, you know, the eyebrows and even your eyelashes, you know, if your eyelashes, for longer, thicker eyelashes, it'll work really good for them.
You've got to be very careful, because you can't get it in your eyes.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. So you've got to be really careful. You know, I'm wondering if they would have like a spray spritz bottle that you could use to do something like that. You know, that wouldn't be, that you could monitor how much or how little that you wanted to have on it. But
I wonder, like, if like an old mascara tube, if you put a little bit in there and
yeah,
and then brush
that makes sense, because you're really just focusing on the lash. You're not. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. They're also suggesting that you use an old towel to protect any clothing or furniture that you have. So if you go to bed, I know that my nighties started to smell like castor oil. Not that I really care, you know, but you know, you don't want your Fredericks of Hollywood to get wet, you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. People seen what I slept in. It's like old shorts and old shorts in a.
You mean you don't have a negligee? And
no. No. Yes. Use a mascara brush.
Yeah. A 2-year-old who lived in a house you cleaned had neuroblastoma. He had cancer monster that he could beat up.
Oh, that is a great thing to do too. Yeah. Also, a boy doll with bandages to get.
Oh, Debbie, your bottle came with the lash brush. That's really good.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. If you know what it is, can you put in what the name of that company is? If people are interested, that would be great.
Yeah. That would be really nice.
Yeah. Wow.
So many healers believe that the abdomen is the deep connection to our intuition and where we process our emotions. So they said when people begin caring for their solar plexus, our tummies,
Mhm.
our in our sacral area, our womb space, your intuition may heighten, emotional clarity can increase, and creative energy can return. And
Oh, now
and
there's
now,
a good one. Yeah.
right? And I'm just going to mention this because you had just said that you're starting to color again.
Mhm.
And, and you
Mhm.
are using the castor oil. I mean,
Mhm. Mhm.
and so
Yeah.
there could be some links there.
Uh-huh.
Um, and people that use it can feel more grounded and connected, and healing, they said healing often begins when we can reconnect with ourselves.
Yeah. Well, there, if you look at the whole ball of wax, creativity is spiritual, spiritual is creative, and the reconnection of the body's meridians and all that other stuff, and using these types of materials for cleansing in a way, whether it be emotional clearing or whatever. All of that is part and parcel. Actually, sex is in there too. That's another thing some people would say is creative, and it's also spiritual, because there are types of tantra and things like that that have been introduced. But so we get creative, we get more spiritual. We get more spiritual, we might get creative. It doesn't always happen that way, but it seems to. And creativity is whatever you choose it to be. It's not,
Exactly.
yeah, it's not necessarily has to be this.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, right. There's
Yeah.
so many forms of creativity.
Yeah.
And they said placing a few drops in your belly button. And
Mhm.
I mentioned I did do this last night. And or just even they said even around the belly button, it's believed to support relaxation and help you sleep deeper, which kind of supports the whole dream,
Yeah.
enhancing dreams. And
Right.
then it's supposed to help with our digestion, dry skin, and calming our nervous system, which would in return help us sleep better,
Mhm.
and grounding energy and spiritual connection. And they said because the navel is our first energetic connection in life through the umbilical cord.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. I, I don't know. It's interesting. I saw something that said that you're carrying your grandmother and your mother in you, the seed of them in there. And so I wonder also if that could help with ancestral healing, or healing by um, the deeper DNA layers that are in there. It's just conjecture, but it might be something to
I
think about.
when you said it, I immediately went, yes,
Mm.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
It really felt like you could
Mhm.
really, but there too, putting some intention into it,
Yeah.
if you do have a mother wound, a grandmother wound, or trauma from childhood, or what
Right.
have you, a past life, putting that intention in it, and
That's very
using,
true. That's very true.
would be great too.
So if you go into 1232, Debbie Batchelor, she put the castor oil that she got
Here we
that
are.
has the lash one. Yeah, there you go,
Oh,
everybody. Yeah,
perfect.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
I'm
Uh-huh.
gonna
It's a
jot that
full-on
down.
bottle, and you got your new one, and the brush came with it. Perfect. Perfect.
That's
Perfect.
nice.
Thank you, dear. Yeah. Hi, Carl. UK Carl is here. It's good to see you, dear.
Thank
um,
you. Just so many people have come in. Thank you, everybody, for
mm,
for being
yeah.
here. Carl
Uh-huh.
and Maureen and um,
Mhm.
peace, peace, love. I think it's peace, please came in.
Yes, please.
Hello,
That's yeah. Yeah.
Anja.
Uh-huh.
It snuck in. Thank you guys for
Yeah,
being
thanks
here.
for
Oh,
being here.
Liz, who
Yeah,
is here? Hello,
yeah,
Liz.
yeah, Liz is here. Yeah. Um, so I didn't know this when I was putting on the castor oil packs, which if you're interested to know how to put them on, it's earlier in the video. You can go back and look at it, but you can get the castor oil belt, and you want to have, but you want to have either flannel or you want to have cotton. So but you can buy the cotton strips separately if you want. And that keeps that goopy stuff from going everywhere. All right. But Cayce recommended 3 consecutive days of wearing it and then 4 days off. Repeat the cycle for several weeks, which I thought was interesting because it also reminds me of when Keith would tell people chiropractically to put ice on something. He would say, 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off, because you don't want something to be on too long. But I asked, the Edgar Cayce had a spiritual symbolism behind the protocol that he wanted us to know. And I love this. He says, the oil represents divine compassion, softening what has become hardened, either physically, emotionally, or spiritually. Then he says the flannel or the cotton is receptivity, like the sacred cloth that receives healing energy. The heat represents the life force awakening dominant vitality and encouraging movement where there's been stagnation. And here the liver held special significance because Cayce believed it played a central role in purification, not only of the body, but in releasing emotional burdens. And I agree. And most of us, whether we know it or not, carry some issues because all your medications go right to your liver.
Mm-hmm.
And Tylenol is overly, it doesn't help with the toxicity. The period of stillness, he says, after the whole thing is over, is the most important. He said, when healing occurs in our body, mind, and spirit, we become aligned. Rather than trying to make something happen, become quiet and receive guidance. So here we go again,
I love that.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about flannel, I had an idea that just popped into my head. Tim has got some old flannel shirts. I could cut those up into strips and put castor oil on it and put it around
wrap it around
my finger.
Yes. Yeah. And they sell those, they also sell those things for carpal tunnel, like the what do you call it? Like a glove, so to speak. So, or you could put just a regular glove so it wouldn't be all gooey everywhere.
Yeah.
While it was on there. Yeah.
I'm going to have to look into that.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's saying that they need to start coloring again. But isn't this great about shows is, it's like one thing can spurk another, just that little nudge. Yeah, I need to start doing that.
Yeah. I had a lot of adult coloring books, but I found one that I really, really love. And so when I fill it up and then I end up throwing it away later because what am I going to do with it? But I always go back and buy it again because I like coloring it so much. Yeah, hand brace. Okay. Yes, Anya, that's right. Carl is such a grateful guy. I'm so glad he's back. Yeah. Yep. We were talking about it, Robin. Edgar Cayce. Uh-huh.
Yes.
We're just talking about it. And this is him. That's Edgar.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Anja said she got a whole kit with different pads and organic castor oil.
Oh,
I love that.
You saw a castor oil wrist wrap on Amazon. Well, that's awesome to know. Yeah. This is important too because the way that our healthcare system is working is that, and we have to be careful because we're not doctors here, but going back to the root of some of the things that worked in the past and not necessarily taking medication that has a lot of synthetic things in it. We're going back to more. And people are like, well, I can't afford my medication. So find a different way maybe to do it. I know Diana, she uses dandelion root for different things. And what she sends us that cream that she makes, right?
That magnesium cream too.
Magnesium cream. Yeah. And, we all don't have time necessarily to do that. I understand. But, some of these are a lot cheaper than you would have to pay in order to get something like that was more medically suitable. So.
Oh, totally. And don't you think that, I mean, yeah, we're getting older and maybe we do have a little bit more time on our hands, but even the younger generation, it really seems like we're really trying to kind of go back to basics and looking for ways of healing and treating things naturally rather than, with Western Western medicine will always be needed.
Oh yeah.
But you mentioned dandelion root, and I know I had mentioned that to one of my clients, that dandelion root, and I was getting, even like for cancer, that dandelion root is like really, really good. There's a lot of healing properties with it. And I do love the arugula, that, that is delicious. That is delicious too.
That's very true. You're right. Our ancestors knew, our grannies, our aunts knew. My mother used to have all these crazy cures for things. But one of the things that she used to say was, if you have a baby and you know how the belly button pops out, or, some people, some do and some don't. But the ones that pop out, she would take a silver dollar and put it on the baby's belly button and then tape it on with medical tape or whatever to hold that and make it go in.
And I'm sure it worked.
It probably did, but it sounded so weird. I can't imagine changing a baby's diaper and seeing this.
A 50-cent piece. Score.
Oh, I got some money for doing this time.
Right?
Yes.
Well, and I don't know about you guys, but I get like dry like little patches on my arms and my legs, and it really it has taken some totally away. Some, I mean, I can totally see that they're getting smaller and smaller. Yeah. And even I've noticed on my hands the age marks, they have lightened up. I mean, I still have, there's one here.
That's what I'm going to do when we're done.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And great for stretch marks too. And so, anybody, I would recommend, if anybody was pregnant or, carrying a baby, to use that. I know back when, way back in the day when I was pregnant, I used to use cocoa butter, and that did help. But they say castor oil for stretch marks.
Cocoa butter smelled so good. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Hi, Cheryl. How are you, Cheryl? Andrew's here from Andrew. I was telling Kelly backstage, my husband sent me something, and yes, it's a roll-on bottle. It's Vivexo. That's the name of it. And it has a rose quartz. It's a glass bottle, and it's a rose quartz applicator. So, yeah. So anyway, Andrew's in Berlin, and I heard that you guys, it's so hot there in Berlin that it's melting your lights, the signs, stoplights. They're like melting, and
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this, Linda. My Tennessee gypsy friends had a lot of medical remedies that work too.
Yeah. I'm hearing gypsies, tramps, and thieves.
Me too. Me too. The bottle that Allie put up it's VEXIVO.
Yeah. So what is good is when I was starting to talk about this earlier, is you want it in a glass bottle, because I have some in plastic, but again, plastic isn't the best thing. Just like they're telling us water bottles should be in glass and not in plastic. But it's cold pressed and it's hexene free. I made sure of that because that's what everybody said was the best, and it's organic. And you can see here, it's got a rose quartz roller, and I was showing you can do it on your eyebrows for sure. And it's sticky. Yeah, it is. It doesn't like dry up very, very fast or anything. But if you're not touching anything, if you're, then you can do it. It's supposed to help with your, I don't want a whole bunch of new hair coming in up there, but also I could use a little bit of for the bald spots,
Well, I know my eyebrows have gotten really, they do. They get thinner as we get older.
Oh my
Well, great to know, Allie. I'm in Vegas visiting my niece, and it's 104. Oof.
I don't know how Val can even live there. Val lives in
that's
Vegas.
right. She does, doesn't she?
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I saw that. But we don't have any climate issues, Right. Sure.
Right. I lathered cocoa butter on myself and then cooked. Yep. Oh my gosh. Oh, I still have cocoa butter lotion.
Well, baby oil too. We used to do that, and we would burn ourselves to a crisp. It was awful. The things we
lay on those mats that look like aluminum foil.
Yeah, or have it like this, right? Remember that one where
oh my gosh, yeah.
And then you have to put sun in your hair as well.
Oh, yep, had sun in, and if I didn't have it, would put some lemon juice in there, and
I knew it was sun, but I liked the word sin, so I just thought that's really cute. That was a Freudian slip, Linda. Yeah. Oh, you did? Okay. They are refillable. Oh, good. Okay.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yep. Lemon juice. Yeah.
Oh, I remember this friend. I think I did that. I think I put iodine in my baby oil.
Yep. And Anya's saying lemon juice. I used to squirt that in my hair too.
Yep.
Because you weren't allowed at that time. My mother wouldn't allow me to dye my hair.
No.
But I wanted to look sun-kissed,
Yep. Do you remember that? And I don't know why it just popped into my head because I've forgotten about it. But do you remember back in, it was probably the 70s, maybe the 80s, the shampoo called Beer on Tap?
I haven't heard of that one. No.
It was called Beer on Tap, and it was shampoo, and it had some beer in it. And so I remember then as a kid going, oh my gosh, beer is good for your hair. So asking my dad, hey, can I have a beer so I can wash my hair? Because, obviously they weren't buying the shampoo that I wanted.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he says it is hot. Oh,
my husband found a picture today, and they said it was 30 degrees centigrade, which I don't know what that means in Fahrenheit, but you did hear about there was a picture of the stoplights.
That's crazy.
Melting. So you probably could have fried an egg out there, but I wouldn't go out either. So I totally get you. Yeah. I totally get you. Yeah. Beer. The other thing, do you remember PSSSSSST?
Yes. Yes.
Well, when my PSSSSST ran out, then we could use baby powder, and that would make your hair.
Oh, you just froze. Okay, there you're back.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Mercury, that makes your hair drier and not greasy if you put in the baby powder. So.
Oh, that makes sense.
It does. Although now they're saying baby powder is so dangerous, and we never should have used it because it's caused your uterine cancer, down there. And then, there's things about the because it's talcum powder and it floats around. There's lots of stuff we endured that they don't suggest we do today. Like we didn't have car seats, things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Flew by the seat of our pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew says, gotta stay out of the sun, unfortunately. Yeah.
They're saying it's just unprecedented heat there. So I'm glad you're staying cool. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they say as we move through life that we carry so much energy through our feet, and that our feet hold so much energy. And they said maybe part of the healing is learning to care for the parts of. I'm going to say this again. Maybe part of the healing is learning to care for the parts of ourselves that carry us.
You think? It's we take care of our cars more than we take care of our bodies.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that. I am going to stick that somewhere because and I'm going to speak for myself, tend to take that, like our feet, our toes, for stabilizing us,
Right.
totally for granted. And so, yeah.
It's very interesting that right now, astrologically, we are supposed to be really being careful because we're getting instant manifestation. And so our thoughts and our speech are creating our world. And so what we're being asked to do is to be mindful and to think about things like the gratitude of having your feet and taking good care of your feet, and maybe even cutting your toenails correctly so that they don't get infected or whatever. But all of that is part and parcel of this shift that we're all going through. And why should we be living rushed, but we're being kept, in some cases, if we're focused over here, we're kept in fear mode, and we're kept in fight or flight by certain folks. And we need to step away from that. We really do. We don't want to not know anything, because that's not good either, but we need to balance it, and we need to start thinking about, you're absolutely right. We need to start thinking about my feet. Oh, well, I better take care of them better. Or, my knees, my shoulders, my whatever. Yeah.
Because they literally carry us. They do. And I think you did mention the castor oil for our lymph nodes too, didn't you?
I didn't, but that's a good, go ahead. Tell us.
Yeah. I wish I had a brush, but any dry brush and castor oil and using it on your lymph nodes is supposed to be really good. Yeah. And I just got a really good brush, and I use it here and then behind my knees, and it really makes it.
Do you think like a horsehair brush or a very, very soft brush is what you need? Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mine look, when I first looked at it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this looks like it's going to be painful, but it's super soft. And so I'll use it, and because my glands in my neck sometimes tend to get swollen. And so I'll put castor oil and I'll use that brush, and then I'll put it on my face and use the brush too. And then, wherever your lymph nodes are, they say that it works for detoxification too.
Yeah.
And they said energetically stagnant energy in the body can sometimes mirror stagnant emotions or burnout. Absolutely. So womb healing and sacral chakra connection. And then it mentions using the castor oil packs on your lower abdomen. And it can, because they said that will help to restore feminine energy.
There you go, ladies.
Emotional healing.
Which brings you creativity as well. So it may be that it isn't for one thing, but it could be for another,
Right.
But Anya, my kit also has a wrap for your neck, and it comes with a smaller piece of cotton cloth. And yes, you can wear it like, around your neck. And why it's important, or what is, because it is such a sticky mess that you don't want to put too much on that you're going to be oozing all over your clothes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, you could have one here at night, and you could have one over the liver at night as well. You can use whatever you want. And now someone said there's a wrist one. Some people have like little bones that pop up, or if you have carpal tunnel, right? Isn't that
exactly
in this area? Yeah.
That would be good. I love the kit that your kit has a wrap for the neck.
Good for you. Good for you. Casey says 3 nights on, 4 nights off, 3 nights on, 4 nights off, like that if you can. Yeah. Lymph nodes in your armpits. That's where your daughter's cancer started. Oh, wow. All right there. Yeah.
I just slept with her liver wrap on last night.
Yeah.
Lymph nodes.
Yeah. Jules uses it on her knee. Excellent.
Oh, Julie, hello. Thank you for being here. Oh, I love that. And Julie, are you wrapping your knee too, just out of curiosity?
Mhm. Yeah.
And you mentioned cotton. Um,
Mhm.
and I'm just going to mention this just because we were kind of talking about old things, that our ancestors and stuff used to do.
Mhm.
When my grandma, when I was little and I would have a sore throat, she would rub my throat down with Vicks, and then she would get an old
Yes.
wool sock, and then she'd pin the wool sock around my throat. And I don't know, but it always seemed to work. It was scratchy as heck, but it
Well,
worked.
it's similar to what my mother had. My mother had a piece of flannel, and then she had a piece, actually, she had to cut up a sheet, a regular sheet. And she put that, but she would make it freezing cold. And then if you had a sore throat, she would wrap it up and pin it in the back. And so she called it a compress. I mean, I guess that's what it was. And she would
Yeah.
say, "Oh, we have to put the compress on you," and it felt really good. It
Mhm.
did. It was like, I don't know what it did, but it worked, whatever it was. So yeah, I get it. And the grandmas knew that
They
because they did
did,
it.
right?
Yeah, yeah. That's wonderful. Yeah.
And she said, "Oh,
Yes.
hi, Julie. Everybody check out Julie Learning to Listen. She's got a fabulous channel and
Mhm.
she'll be on tomorrow morning with meditation at 7 a.m. Pacific. I purchased
Mhm.
some 4x6 adhesive pads,
Yep.
like a Band-Aid that keeps Castor. Oh, I like that.
I think I have some of those too. I kind of went crazy when I first started doing it, and I got everything that I thought was cool. So yeah, yeah. Mhm.
And nice to have that on hand.
Absolutely. Oh
My mother
yes.
used to put
Good
Vicks on.
old Vicks. My husband still uses that. He grew up in Kentucky where you had the old home remedies more than a lot of other places did. But he also looked into Cayce. That's what started him. He read all of the Cayce stuff when he was at chiropractic college, and he was blown away by it all. And that started him on his spiritual journey. So if you're
Love
ever looking
that.
for something to start that can help you with there's books on the Akashic Records, there's books on compassion. I mean, there's a whole bunch of different books. That's the person to see. It's Caycek.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, um, I want to throw this in because I know we're near the end. But if you put this on for yourself wherever you're putting it prayerfully, that you already accept the healing that will come with it. Why not? Don't want it out there, want it right now. And then afterwards, if you have never tried automatic writing, ask yourself, what is my soul ready to release? And how can I serve with greater love? Or what is this lesson teaching me? Why do I have this particular issue in this particular place? Kelly's. We were talking about it today because hers is on her middle finger, and that's
Mhm.
your anger. And it also is, I'm trying to think, your will is your thumb. I know that there's a whole bunch of different things, but I told her that I had a piece that was here and it was calcified, and it was really hard. And I told Keith, and he worked on it, and I'll be damned if it didn't go away. So
Amazing.
sometimes it's just working on something like that. But I need to go back and think about the areas and I know one of them because I have stomach issues, and I know why, because I can't stomach some things. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, excellent.
You, I would love for you. Well, I talked about, I had my membership live yesterday, and we talked about automatic writing. There's
Oh, good.
so much good that can come in
Yeah.
heightening our intuition out of our doing automatic writing. And I used to do it a lot when I was younger, and I would like to start doing it again. But I would love for you to share with everybody classes that you have coming up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd love that. So right now I'm finishing up my spiritual alchemy class. We do some journaling with that. And what's really interesting is on July 12th, my next series in Ancestral Healing is coming up. We're going to be meeting at 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock on Sundays, Pacific time, and on Zoom. And there is a book that's that you also need to get. It's fair, but it's a very reasonably priced class. We've got about 12, 15 people in it. Kelly's going to come, so it's wonderful. But what's really fascinating to me was that the Mercury retrograde and some other planetary thing that's occurring right now is going to last for the next couple of years, focusing us on the importance of ancestral healing. And I did not know that, but subconsciously my guides said, pick this day.
Yeah.
So it's interesting work. We're a very small circle of sharing, and it really makes a huge difference. I've had some real good success with some of the people that have taken the first class in January when I had it. And actually they're coming back again. They want to come back again. If you've taken one of my classes and you've paid once, you're always welcome to come back free afterwards if you want to come and audit it again. So
I love that.
Yeah, it's just important because sometimes there's something about the community that just, people really are hungry for being able to see people face to face and have that community. So yeah, so if you're interested, heartandsoulconnected.online, and there's my website. And I also do readings, Akashic Records readings, and I also have a membership as well. So I am looking, I'm so happy that you have your membership now. You have so much to share, Kelly. You are an organically based healer, because it is true. I mean, you were one of those people that the gift came to you through you. You didn't really start by reading 100 books and doing, it came organically. It came really organically. And your healing is amazing, because I've been lucky enough to have it. So.
Oh, well, thank you. And do you have any more shows today or this week?
I'm going to be on with Marina tonight on Letting Spirit Drive. Yeah. On my channel. So, yeah. How about you? What do you got coming?
Tomorrow I am on with Jean. We're just talking crystals and our favorite crystals, and I had picked up a few when we were in Mammoth, so I'm going to be sharing those. Right. And then Tuesday night I'm on with you for the Dream.
We're back again, working away. Yeah.
And then I know, I'm pretty sure I have more shows the rest of the week, and I have clients, but that's I can see up until Tuesday. I
know that's about all that I can do myself. So I totally get it. Yeah. But thank you so much. This was really good.
Thank you, Allie. This was, and I learned so much, and I hope everybody that was watching and watches.
Thank you all for sharing your experiences, because it really is interesting to see how you're using it, and it's worth a try for everybody if you're interested.
It is. Yeah. It is. Thanks for sharing your time with Ellie and I, and be sure to go over, if you're on my channel, be sure to go over and like and subscribe to Allie's channel, and drop her a comment and some love, and we will see you all again real soon. Everybody have a fabulous week, and don't let that Mercury retrograde get into your head. We're all going to be good.
Push against it. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.